Sí.
A very good morning to one and all present. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished members of the high-powered presidential delegation from Colorado State University, we extend our warm welcome to you all and thank you for coming to Amity. Your presence brings honor and significance to this gathering, and we look forward to fruitful discussions and collaborations. Without further delay, I would request Group Vice Chancellor, Amity University's Professor Dr. Singh, Professor Dr. Gurinder Singh, sir, to come and give his welcome address to the visiting delegation.
It's certainly an honor to welcome a very distinguished senior level, high level delegation from Colorado State University, USA. President Emmy Parsons, Vice Provost of International Affairs, Ms. Fairfax, Professor Chandra, Professor Wilson, Professor Vijayasarthi, Professor Rajopadhyay, Professor Ray, Professor Vorhulst, Mr. Nohe, Ms. Texeria, Ms. Dentis. On behalf of our founder, whose photograph is here on the main screen, on behalf of our Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, on my own behalf as a Group Vice Chancellor, we have got now 12 universities in India, so 12 Vice Chancellors and Presidents, and we have got 16 universities and campuses abroad. So on behalf of all the presidents which are abroad, the DGs, and 200,000 students, a very warm welcome to you. Colorado State University is very close to our heart. We got a privilege of visiting you. We have collaborated on a number of projects together. We have done some research projects together. We welcomed your few researchers on the previous occasions, your few faculty members on the previous occasions. We had very good discussions, but I think that today's delegation, which is under the leadership of the president of the university, I think that we will be able to take few strategic steps which are so very important for strengthening our relationships for all times to come. I'll just give an overview of the university so that you know that what MIT University is all about. We have 200,000 students present today with MIT who are studying with us. 6,000 faculty members who are on the rolls of the university, another 5,000 which are adjunct faculty members, so all 11,000 faculty members, they work for us. We are the only education group of India which has got 12 universities in India. The campus where you are sitting, it's a flagship campus where about 40,000 students are housed. We have a university in Gurugram, which is next to the airport, quite close to the airport. We are at Greater Noida, Lucknow, Jaipur, Mumbai, Gwalior, Kolkata, Raipur, Ranchi, Patna, Mohali, and Bengaluru, and the new university is coming in Hyderabad. So very soon we will find the 13 universities. We have got the largest number of institutions in India, 150 institutions in almost every facet of education. We have got overseas universities and campuses in London, Singapore, New York, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, Mauritius, South Africa, Kenya, Amsterdam, San Francisco, and in Uzbekistan and Tashkent. new campuses where our focus is going to be for the next 2 years. We are coming up in Australia, in Melbourne, in Toronto, and in New Zealand. 28 schools and preschools. Again, the largest network of schools. We have about 40,000 students studying in our schools and preschools, and these are the very prestigious schools. In India, those who have got a little bit background, CBSE is the largest board, though we run both IB and CBSE boards. And from the last 4 years, the toppers of class 10th and 12th, they are from the MIT International Schools. 95% of our students have got more than 96% marks in schools. So you can very well see the standard of the schools, which actually give a very good product to our higher education institutions also. 2,000 acres of campuses, and these are all greenfield campuses. 20 million square feet of buildings, 400 programs covering 60 disciplines. Our scientists, they have filed more than 2,100 patents in the recent past. We have published the highest number of case studies from our business schools. 4,200 case studies have been developed and published by our faculty. More than 400 research projects are ongoing with the government, and 700,000 alumni across the world. We are having the H index, which is amongst the top in the country, 139, to attract the best of the scientists. The person who's sitting next to you is Dr. W. Sulamurthy, who is the #1 scientist of the country. But then we have got large number of very distinguished scientists. All of them, President, they have been working as a secretary in the government of India. And when they were superannuating, we requested them that can you come help us? So very soon we will introduce you with all of them, but very senior scientists, very senior people in the area of law, in artificial intelligence, in data mining, in data analytics. All of them, they are here. We have been able to attract more than 40 plus Ramalingam Swami and Ramanujan fellows, which are working in US, but we requested them that can you come back to India for a short while and take the research assignments, and they have become a part of our ecosystem. 33 faculty members of this university, they are in the top 2% scientists, one of the highest in India, and a lot of online projects and are going on. We are the largest partner to the government of India to implement their research projects. These are the segments where we are working on. So you can find that from pre-nursery to postdoctorate, that is a concept which MIT we are implementing. MEON, which is again the most premium school of India, where the pre-nursery school, the students, they take admission. Then K-12 schools, undergrad programs, postgrad programs, PhD programs, postdoctoral programs. We are the best in the country in distance and online education. And this is, I think, another area which we discussed that what we can do together. We feel that in the times to come, the universities across the globe, they will be more using the hybrid mode, will be using more of technology. And that's the reason that our focus has been on distance and online education, where we are the best in the country. Corporate training. These are the recognitions which we have been able to get. I think that almost all recognitions which you can think of, we have been able to get. But this may be of interest to you. That is why I have included this in the slide. We are the only university of India and from South Asia's only university to be awarded WASC approval. So, which means that our courses, if you look at, they have been aligned with the US university system. Similarly, we also work with large number of UK partners. So we have also got accreditation from QA. As far as our ranking is concerned, we are amongst the top 3% universities globally as per QS and THE. But in terms of employment, we have been able to get we are the one among the top 1% universities of the world. This is the slide which will give you our focus on internationalization in India. In terms of internationalization, we are the best university of the country as per the QS ranking. The second, third, and fourth, they are having less than 3% weightage, which we have been able to get. Similarly, we are a university and education group which has been able to send highest number of students abroad. And also in international research linkages, we are amongst the top 3 players of the country, which includes government universities as well as the private universities. This slides will give you an overview that where we stand. our focus has been research and providing meaningful career to our students. So you will find that right from the day one a student joins us, our focus is to give them the practical training. And I was discussing with you when we were sitting there that 2024, 2025, our strong focus is going to be to create network of universities where the students can go abroad and can earn credits which can be transferred back to their home country by working with the companies. When we went to your university, one thing which was amazingly, we were very much impressed was that a lot of companies have their stations in your university. So, and I think that is an ecosystem which has impressed us the most. So we want to understand from you that is it possible that we can create a program called internship abroad program or apprenticeship abroad program. I'll just give you an overview of the new education policy in the subsequent slides. But one of the most important features of the new education policy is that they encourage students to work with the industry. So in the final semester, all the undergrad students, they can do their final semester with the industry, which means that they don't have to do academic credits, but they have to earn industry credits. And we have been able to do for 2024, 2025, very good tie-ups from across the globe. For example, we have been able to tie up with some of the Australian universities, or rather all the Group 8 universities. Monash University was here just 2 days back. Their 300 students are coming to us, and we will be giving them training on the job. Noida is a place which is surrounded by some of the top companies, including Microsoft, Google, Mastercard. All of them, they have their offices here. So we are trying to fix their internships here. Similarly, they have been able to offer us about 80 internships in their university through their connections in the industry. So students will be going and they will be becoming a part of their ecosystem. We call it study abroad program. When the students are there for about a month, they go to the university, they do some research credits, and then they work with the industry. Similarly, under the India immersion program, we are welcoming Australian universities, especially students from Monash, where they will be a part of our ecosystem, and then we'll be putting them on the projects. Similarly, we have been able to tie up with France, where the students from INSEAD, Grenoble institution, and also from the N plus I, which is a consortium of engineering students, they will be coming in huge numbers. And we are sending somewhere about 60 students this summer to France, where they will be working on various projects, will be working with the industry. Similarly, in US, we will like to have that kind of tie-up. What we saw in your university was amazing. That the students, they were working on practical projects. Universities, they are having their headquarters, their station inside the university. So I think that is our area where we will like to work and explore. Can we create such system, even if F1 visas or J1 visas are not possible? Then can we create a system? For example, 13 of our students, they are going to John Hopkins this time on a similar program. It's a very small program, about 12 days program, where they will be working in their labs, they will be working with the industry. So from 13 days to a month, can we create a program or maybe a semester exchange where the students in good numbers, they can come to you, they can understand your university. It will also help us in increasing the master's level recruitment. We do understand that universities across the globe, including Indian universities, American universities, UK universities, Australian universities, they are facing a major question mark. Earlier, I remember we just concluded an international conference called InBush, and we had deliberations. And in one of the sessions, I think the conclusion was that earlier people from Asia, they were going, especially from Asia, and where India and China, you can say about 37% was the total population, which took a sample size. They were going to US to do their PhDs. So they were going, they were looking at the funding opportunities which are available. They will go, they will do PhD. Then we saw that the students going for their master's level. So funding dropped, but still maybe 40, 50, 60% funding, they were going for their master's level. Then lately we saw in last 6, 7 years, they were going for the undergrad programs. In the last 2.5 years, especially after COVID, we have seen that people are now going only for the short duration programs. So the focus is from a PhD program, which will take maybe 6 years, to a short duration program. So they want to work with the industry. The new generation is restless. So we want to create a program either on a hybrid mode, where the majority of the program is there, or if they can do a small program at your university, or an articulation program where we can do foundation and then the students can do for master's program. But I think that that requires a strategy where a student should know the university well. For example, with one of the university, especially in Australia, I'm talking, we saw that there were hardly any students which were going from India. So we created this program called Study Abroad Program, where the focus was on industry. So last November, 35 students went to Monash from MIT, and they did this study abroad program. So at a top level, we met both the presidents. They met. I was there. She came here. So we thought that let's give them that kind of exposure. Now, a few days back, we were looking at that how many students from India are interested in Monash, 137. So I think that we need to make students understand the ecosystem of Colorado State University. We have been working with you, but on ground, we need to see that how we should be able to motivate the students. This slide will give you an overview of our various institutions which we run. Our international business school is the best in Asia. Our business school is amongst the top three. Our engineering school is the best private engineering college of the country. Our school of biotechnology is the best in the area of biotechnology. Our law school has the largest number of students in the country. So I'm just giving you an overall idea that how we run the institutions. So whatever we create, we try to create the best in the country. Most of our campuses, they have been certified by the US Green Building Council. So you will find that most our campuses are quite green. These are the photographs of our campuses. The campus where you are sitting, it's a 100 acres campus. This is our Lucknow campus. Maybe that you can find some similarity between White House and our Lucknow campus. This is our Jaipur campus, 140 acres campus. This is our Manesar, Gurgaon campus, which is close to the airport, another 120 acres campus. This is our Gwalior campus. You will find it quite similar to Hollywood. This is our Mumbai campus. This is our Raipur campus. This is our Kolkata campus. This is our Ranchi campus. This is our Patna campus. This is our new university at Chandigarh, Mohali, which is focusing on international students. This is our campus in Bengaluru, which is the IT city of the country. Also, not only that we are trying to give the international education, we are trying to bring the word closer. So as our efforts, we brought one of the premium brands, Hero, to the country. Under the new education policy, our Honorable Prime Minister is trying that he should be able to attract some of the leading brands of the world. So idea is that we should build capacity in India, and we should be able to understand what are the best practices which are being practiced across the globe. So we are the first one in the country who have been able to do that by bringing the brand Hero, and the first school is fully operational in India. The second one we are trying to build in New York. So the building is right now in the process at our Long Island campus, about which you were talking. This was a building which we brought from St. John's University in Long Island. This is our Dubai campus. That's a photograph of our chancellor, and we got the award of providing the best infrastructure in Dubai. We have got two campuses in Singapore. If you go to Singapore and you take a round, they will show you 100 heritage buildings. This is one of it. But now we are at a very premium location, which is at Orchard Road. So we have got a standalone campus there. We are having our presence in London. We are next to the British Museum at Bradford Square, and we are using the classroom of University College London. At one point of time, NYU and the MIT, they were sharing the wall, so we were together. Uh, this is a university which we have created in Uzbekistan. Their prime minister and president were kind enough to visit us, and they invited us to be in Uzbekistan to create our first IT university. We were very, very strong in engineering, especially in the area of AI and in computer sciences. And we opened the first IT university of the country in Tashkent, which has now about 1,500 students. This is our university in Mauritius. Similarly, we were also invited by the government of Netherlands to open up a school and campus there, and we opened it. We have got a word school in Abu Dhabi, again a very premium school we have been able to create there. This is our New York campus, uh, which we brought from St. John's with a private beach and capacity which can house about 10,000 students. Now with MIT USA, what we are doing and where our focus has been. If you look at traditionally, India is the largest importer to US and and is also the largest exporter to US. And the first preferred destination of Indian students is always a US. So they want to go there. So you will find that in most of the upper middle class families, at least one person will be studying in the US universities. But earlier the focus was research, which was a PhD program, which is now undergrad or a short duration program, and in many cases, master's level program. The new education policy, which has been announced by the government under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, I think he has brought and made it very clear that India wants to develop and India wants to grow through education. So you will find that joint degrees, twinning degrees, and dual degrees, which were not allowed earlier, they are now allowed. So which means that American universities and Indian universities, they can come together and they can offer joint degree, they can offer dual degree, and they can offer twinning degrees also. Integrating technology in building long-term, profitable, and sustainable partnership through e-learning and co-branded programs, which were earlier not allowed, but now they can be co-branded. And MIT has got a expertise in it. I think that last time when your delegation came, this is something which we deliberated on, that how to reduce the cost and how we should be able to accept the credits of each other and can work on scalability. So I think that I'll just give you the example of a Pan-African e-network project which we have been able to implement. And Dr. Sulwa Murthy was working with at that time with the President of India, Dr. Kalam, who was a very visionary person. But he had a very big dream that through e-learning we can make a difference into the life of thousands and thousands of people. So when he became the President of India, the first delegation he took was not to a developed country, but to Africa, and not a business delegation, but a delegation from the universities. So he picked up 19 vice chancellors, and we got a chance to travel with him. And I remember that in the meeting, all head of states were sitting there when president came, and he was a nuclear scientist. And he said that I am going to gift Africa something which Africa is going to remember for centuries. And people thought that he is going to give millions of dollars. So people clapped. And his next sentence was, but not a dollar to give. So people said, what he's going to give? And he said, I'll give you education. Right? And then he gave the presentation on how e-learning can help African countries to develop. And European Union chair was there, and he said that why don't you join hands with us, and we will bring some of the best professors of the world, and will propagate this doctrine of education in Africa. At the end of the day, it was concluded Africa was not ready. So they said that they don't have internet, there are no computers, there are no labs, there are no instructors. And he was a very visionary president, so he just laughed. He said, okay, no problems. And he came back. And we thought that the project is over. Next day, he came and he called again all the vice chancellors. And the government of India, the secretary is the highest rank. He called up and he said that I feel that this project will transform Africa. How many of you feel that this can be implemented? Almost everyone in that meeting said that we respect you, President. Whatever you are saying is a future, but it is very difficult to be implemented. At that point of time, the founder of this university, Dr. Chauhan, came forward and he said that if the country wants it, if the country is saying that we need to implement this project, we will implement. So we took this challenge. I remember going to Africa every week, understanding it. We became the partner to the Ministry of External Affairs and implemented this project in Africa. The target was 2,000 students. 80,000 students got the benefit, right? So that is the speed of technology, and that is what we feel that America and India can do together. With the kind of technology, with the hybrid education, President, we feel that we can create something which is going to be mind-blowing. We do understand that universities across the globe today, they are facing the major crunch in recruitment. The margins are coming down, but scalability and increasing the student satisfaction through quality education and through hybrid and blended model of research and integrating certifications, which we saw in your university. So our focus is that why not to give some of the greatest certifications to our students from Microsoft, from Google, from Oracle. And we are creating a bouquet of about 100 top industries where the students can get the certifications. Similarly, why not to give them the certifications from California University, State University, or the universities which can add into their biodata and making them employable, which is actually a summary of the new education policy. We are trying to build research and training and consulting partnerships, where I think the major strength of MIT and CSU lies. What we saw at your university, we were able to bring Conster, isn't it, Dr. Subramurthy, which came and gave a presentation here, and we thought that how we can work together. Similarly, we want that we should be able to create a consortium where we should be able to create a consortium where we should be able to see that can there be a free exchange of credits. For example, your students coming here and then earning credits, our students going there earning few credits and coming, or full-time program, bachelor's program, where they can do 3 plus 1 plus 1, or they can do 4 plus 1. So graduation integrating into the post graduation. In 2014, we visited you. Similarly, 2023, we had a delegation from your side, which was headed by at that time by your senior associate dean, Dr. Mendra. These are few photographs. You will find that we have some friends who visited us last time. But I think that we will be very happy today to discuss that what we can do together. Uh, these are the possible areas of collaboration. So just to summarize, before you came, we had a good meeting, and we thought that maybe that we will present to you a very definite strategy. So we are dividing ourselves into three parts. One are the low-hanging fruits, where we should immediately we can work on. Second is the midterm strategy, and the third is the long-term strategy. So in the management, we have identified BBA, that is your BS program in management, and your MBA program. Last time when you came, we discussed, and it was decided that we will be looking at the credits. If we can now quickly map our syllabuses, it will help. From our side, we have requested Dr. Meghna Sharma, who's here. Dr. Meghna, if you can raise hand. And Dr. Sajeev Bansal, who is the Dean of FMS, is sitting here. We are already working on it. But I would request Dr. Meghna, if we can identify someone from your side, you can. I'll send you this presentation. If you can then identify someone from your side, then we can quickly decide, define some timelines, and work on it. Similarly, in computer science, we will request Dr. Manoj Pandey, who is our Dean of Engineering, to work on it. You can identify from your side. Similarly, data science and analytics, we have Dr. Anamika, who will be able to work. She's already working with colleagues of with some of your people of your university. In artificial intelligence, we have Professor M.K. Datta and Dr. Anamika. In psychology, we have identified Dr. Ranjana Bhatia. In law, we have got the chairman of our law schools, Dr. D.K. Bandyopadhyaya. And in biotechnology, we have got Dr. V. Pooja and Dr. Seema, who will be working. Along with it, we have got uh, some experts in the area of research. We have got STIP and STIPA. They will be working very closely to see that how we should be able to look at research partnerships, which are very, very important. So follow-up points, I think that which we need to do is that we need to identify program pathways for academic collaboration. So syllabuses of few are with us, but few we need to exchange and then define the timelines. I think that we need to explore the possibility of short-term mobility. If you feel, President, it's fine with you, we can agree on creating internships and apprenticeship. We'll be very happy to send you students for 1 month. We can look at some costing, and similarly, we will be able to offer few scholarships to your students to be a part of our ecosystem under the India Immersion Program. One of our very distinguished colleague, Admiral Bhattagar, if you can just raise hand. He runs this program along with Mr. Kanish Jain and Mr. Marut Bisht, who are here. We will be very happy to welcome your students and offer them a similar kind of internships possibilities. We can look at a few areas, maybe to start with 2 or 3 faculties we can exchange. Monthly lecture series, I think, should immediately start. We can identify a few areas where your faculty and our faculty, they can start working on virtual lectures. Joint supervision of PhD at MIT. We have made it mandatory that all the research scholars, they have to choose one guide from outside. So we can send you a list of the topics where your faculty may be interested. It will help us to increase the citations and also the H index of our scholars. A few other things which we have been able to do, you will find American ambassador coming to the campus and speaking to our students. This is your present ambassador coming to us and having good relationship with them. We have got a similar arrangement with Berkeley also, where students are going and are earning their credits. And this is what we have been able to do earlier. I have just given you demonstration that we have been able to welcome largest number of students from Australia, from all the Group 8 universities under the New Colombo plan. From USA, large number of students are coming to India under our India Immersion Program. Similarly, under Erasmus Plus and under the UCARI and touring scheme, we are the largest partner of British Council and have been able to welcome the students. These are the students from the various UK and US universities which were a part of our ecosystems in October and November. But every month we are running such programs. We do ambassador lecture series, Nobel laureate series, where some of the leading Nobel laureates, they come and stay and talk to our students and become the motivation for all of us. We have got honorary professors from more than 300 institutions worldwide. 180 are from US. Pan-African e-network project, about which I've just spoken. We have got the best incubator of the country. So we will give you a round and you will be able to see that what we have been a full-fledged building. Like you have created an ecosystem, we have got a full building which is dedicated to our incubator. Our focus is also on the skills. So at Greater Noida, we have created a polytechnic, which is specifically concentrating on offering the skill-based programs to the students. Programs almost in every field. Our research collaborations across the globe, consulting and tie up with almost all the top brands of the country. We are the largest trainer and partner to the government of India. But I think that what excites us the most is that this is a university which, though is the best university, we say that we need to give back to the community. So whatever we do, we look at the community. There are more than 3,000 students whom we offer free ship right from the nursery class to the postdoctoral levels. We fund them completely. This is a vision of the foundation. 35 MIT universities. Today we have got 12 in the country, and then having 50 campuses overseas. Today we have got 16. Again, US, our largest partner, and we want to have long-lasting and strategic relationship with CSU. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, respected Group Vice Chancellor, sir, for this warmest welcome address and also for an overwhelming bird's eye view of the Amity universe. Going further, it is my equal pleasure and honor to invite upon the dais Professor Dr. W. Selvamurthy, sir. He is the president of the Amity Science Technology Innovation Foundation and also the chancellor of Amity Chhattisgarh As we say that research lies in the very genome of Amity Universe, I would request Sir to please take over the stage. Thank you.
Friends, what a great pleasure to welcome our dear friends, colleagues from Colorado State University, the university which we hold in very high esteem. We still cherish the memory of our visit and staying there with your university for more than 3 days, going through various departments, talking to your scientists. Your university is one of the best universities which we have visited. Let's give a big clap to our friends from Colorado State University. See, the Indo-US relations today has almost reached the peak. We are in a strategic partnership. Diplomatic relationship is at the highest level. So it's a great opportune time for us to look at how do we harness this window of opportunity available in this scenario of a very strong Indo-US partnership. Because whatever Professor Gurinder, my colleague, presented today is because of the partnership, collaboration which we had from US and the other countries, particularly United States, including your own university. So I must place on record our gratitudes to you, to government of United States of America, and also the institutions who are helping us to grow with synergy and the connect which we have with all of you. So thank you very much. But then your visit today, yes, our aspirations, ambitions as an outcome from this collaboration has increased multifold. So that is why we will look at what are the things we can do together. I'll take you through a sojourn of how the research and innovation have grown in Amity University, Amity Group of Universities. I'll give a glimpse of it, tip of the iceberg, I'll show it to you. And then we will look at where do we join hands, where do we converge to launch certain initiative, research initiative together. This university today, if you look at the opportunities available are plenty. Because one is relationship. The other one is the gross enrollment ratio is growing from 28% today, is going to be 50%. So see the opportunity for students enrollment. So here is the youngest India with 50% of the population, 1.4 billion, which is below the age of 25 years, which is the gross enrollment ratio potential. That is the potential which we need to look at. Then we are also looking at NEP 2020 has made so much flexibility which was not existing some time back. So today we can have a campus in campus. You can open a campus here. We can open a campus over there. Besides the other opportunities which Professor Gurinder said. So the opportunities are immense, infinite. So let us look at how do we harness these potential. The other important thing is startup ecosystem. Because when I visited your university, we saw almost about 60 industries sitting in your campus. It's a huge 1,000-acre campus. And we interacted with your alumni. We have a very strong alumni association. That was the time when there was a function going on, alumni association meet. So I could see the alumni which you have produced, and also the industries which are there. Startup, you have already put a zone exclusively for the startup. And India has the largest startup ecosystem today, the third largest ecosystem, with 1 lakh startup, and many of them unicorn transiting into unicorns to more than 115 unicorns have come out of it. And all this Amity has contributed. In all this domain, which I presented today, is Amity has contributed, and Dr. Ashok Chauhan, the founder president, who has envisioned this. He is a great visionary. I'll speak a few words about him subsequently. So I appreciate all that your great achievements of your university, which is more than 150 years. 1870, you started as an agricultural university, and with focus on agriculture. So today you have emerged as one of the top brands. When I looked at the QS ranking, world ranking, THE ranking, you are on the top 400, and sustainability you are number one. Which I saw, it's a great. When I looked at the sustainability domain in the world, your university is the best. Let's clap for this great achievements of Colorado State University. And also, you have certain verticals which I appreciated. Infectious disease, and I met some of your BSL 4 facility and also BSL 3, and I interacted with some of the scientists. And during Corona, you did a great job to the whole world through your research, the infectious diseases, which is a very strong the vertical which you have. So I think there are a lot of things which we have in common. So I will take you through that where we can converge together to launch on this great initiative. So Dr. Ami Parson is a great opportunity. I have just given a little bit about what are the opportunities, but I'm going to elaborate on all those opportunities. So your coming here is reassuring us that we can do many things together with your great university. And Amity, even though it's young in age, but the achievement which Professor Gurinder Singh showed that we have exponential growth and we are still growing very fast with commitment, devotion, dedication, drive, enthusiasm. So that is why there is convergence on those philosophies as well. He is our founder president. He is a PhD in chemical engineering, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, and he studied MSc chemistry, then went to Germany to do PhD, and then he became an entrepreneur there. And then he brought all the saving, 28 years of his stay. He was having more than 8,000 Germans and international on his payroll in his industries. So then he brought and invested in education, research and innovation, philanthropy. On these verticals, 4 verticals, he invested. And he also strong believer that India will become one day a knowledge superpower. We will generate new knowledge, secure the knowledge through IPR, and apply, disseminate the knowledge through the education and publications, and also apply the knowledge for wealth generation and good of the humanity. So this is the vision, and he is also a strong believer of the God. And God pushes somebody, like all of us are being pushed today. We are coming together to do something good for the humanity. When God pushes somebody, inspires somebody, leads somebody, no power in the world can stop such a person. This is the quote from the founder president, Dr. Ashok Chauhan. The chancellors, the young dynamic chancellors who are driving the system. Dr. Atul Chauhan is a product of London School of Economics, and he did both engineering and the management together. So he is the chancellor of this campus and also president of our educational foundation, Ritanand Balvedi Education Foundation. And Dr. Asim Chauhan is the product of Wharton Business School. So like this, the other youngest son is Amol Chauhan. He's a product of Harvard. So the governance of this university system, the education system, is by the elite group of people who are driving the whole system of education here. And this campus, we establish only to strengthen, broaden, deepen our relationship with all institutions like yours. So we established 175 acres facing the Atlantic Ocean. And then we are developing Amity Global Research Hub over there, Amity Global Research Hub, which will connect all the Amity group of institutions in India with that group through which we will connect with American universities, including yours. So we have sustainable development is the first vertical. There's a commonality between you. Then the other is Indian systems of medicine like yoga, Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani. So how do we bring that also into, put it on a scientific pedestal? So we want to carry out physiological, biochemical, psychological, clinical studies to validate and then put it on a scientific pedestal. Then we will also have the other areas which we will identify together. So we have a big dream for this Amity Global Research Hub. When we looked at more than 300 programs, you will find, you name any program we are doing it, whether it is nuclear science and technology or it's defense technology. We have Amity Institute of Defense Technology, which looks at combat vehicles, aerospace, naval system, directed energy weapons, high energy materials, sensors and communication, AI and cyber security, one of the strong verticals. So you name everything, it is there. Neuropsychology, neuroscience, and we have the occupational therapy, we have cold chain management, post-harvest, The agriculture, one of the agriculture biotechnology is a very strong domain here. Advanced materials, aerospace, and artificial intelligence. So everywhere, quantum technologies, we have launched programs in those areas. So you name everything, anything that we are doing in that. So just to give a glimpse of what is our scientific achievement so far. Today, we have filed more than 2,100 patents. That is, for a young university like us, it's a large number. And out of which about 350 are already granted, and many of them are getting granted. But we are in the process of translating them into product, technology, processes to reach out to the people through industry, through commercialization. So that's the focus now, and we have a large number of startups. More than 750 startups have come out of our incubator, and 90 of them are doing very well. So where we have taken equities, those startups, so we can look at the convergence in that area as well. We have published more than 35,000 research papers in journals of repute, which include Nature, Science, and New England Journal of Medicine. We have the Cell, Royal Society of Chemistry, journals, Advanced Materials, Material Horizon, top journals. As was mentioned by Professor Gurinder, our H index today is 139, but then we are pole vaulting to 150 soon. So we are in that process of taking it further. We have done more than 30 technology transfers so far, and then we are in the process of negotiating more technologies for transfer. I will show some of them. What are those innovations? And case studies, we have done more than 4,300 case studies by our management groups, and that is being quoted even by Harvard Business Review and other important journals.
The Indian Intellectual Property Office of the Government of India has conferred the National Intellectual Property Award 2020 on Amity University for Top Indian Academic Institution for Patents and Commercialization, a reflection of Amity's commitment to research and innovation.
We did subsequently get last year another award from CIA, Confederation of Indian Industries, for the patents, copyrights, trademarks. So all these areas we are very strong. And this gives, how did we achieve this? We created the ecosystem first, the right kind of research ecosystem, by putting all those stakeholder connectivity, which will be other universities like yours, and industry, laboratory, society. These are our stakeholders. So we brought a mechanism for connect with this so that you know where to launch the research project. Then we created an IPR protection cell, 2,100 patents, and then more than a few hundreds of copyrights. Directorate of Innovation and Technology Transfer. We had a technology enabling center to mature a TRL level of a technology. If it is 2 or 3, how do you bring it to 8 or 9 so that we transfer it on a royalty mode to the industry? So we created TEC, and then we created entrepreneurship development and eCell. So the focus is not only look for employment. Our placement record is very good, almost about 95%. But then we are also making them entrepreneurs so that they will create employment for the whole country, for the whole world. So then we brought senior people, like me, I joined, and then Dr. A.K. Singh, Neeraj Sharma, who have spent with government and top institutions in the country. We brought senior people like this, who are also, some of them are vice chancellors, some of them are presidents, some of them are vice president. So we brought the senior people and blended with these youngsters. This worked magic for us. So we have a very good combination of senior people and youngsters, Ramalingam Swami Fellows, Ramanujan Fellows, Inspire faculty, Fulbright scholars. So we brought all these people together. So that worked and helped us to move that fast. Then we also brought a force multiplier by working with, professors like from Stanford University, then Cornell University, Cambridge, and Kyoto, Singapore, and all this. Now we will have a few professors from you also. We will show it to you in the next slide when we work with you as honorary professors and adjunct professors. So we created this force multiplier effect by human resource outside through the MOUs and the connectivity. Then we also connected with Nobel laureates. So he showed in his slide, some 8 of them came over here at our cost, and then made them rub shoulders with our researchers, faculties, that caused excitement. And then that brought in, some of our faculties went and worked with the Nobel laureate, joint publication, joint patents. Then we created, after human resource, we focused on the right kind of infrastructure, R&D infrastructure. So we brought a wonderful research lab. Some of them you will be seeing it today. This is the molecular medicine and stem cell research lab. And we brought instruments like FACS facility for self-studies. Then we had R&D infra like scanning electron microscope, HPLC, LCMS, and all those facilities we created. This is an engineering. Then we created a wonderful facility in AI. We have put a 10 petaflop computational capability today in this campus. So if you have a time to please see that. We are scaling up to 60 petaflop. That will be the highest computational capability in the country or in the region today, Asia Pacific region. So we moved the system through missions. We created missions to drive these, the people and the system. So we created Mission Connect, Mission Synergy, Mission Outcome. So we connect with people like you. Today we are connecting with you, which will bring synergy between our efforts and endeavors and your efforts. And also it will bring outcome for both of us, to you as well as this. So this is the missions created by Dr. Ashok Chauhan, the founder president, which is now driving the whole system to work very fast for exponential growth. Then we created this TEC for maturing the technologies from low TRL level to high TRL level. And subsequently, we created the incubator, which you'll be visiting, which has created more than 750 and 8,000 employment opportunity has been created. These are some of the incubates who have succeeded very well. These are some of the incubators who have incubated us. And we have taken equities, 15 to 20% equity in those startups for hand holding, technical guidance, mentoring, financial modeling, all that we help them, including in marketing. So then we brought industry to our campus. We have just made a small effort. Unlike your big campus where 60 industries I saw, we have brought Tata's here. They have put a facility of automobiles, aerospace, robotic manufacturing here. You can visit that also, Amity Institute of Technology. Then we brought Quanser from Canada for the control theory. They have put a center over here. RICS, built-in environment, KPMG, Picky, and also the ASOCHAM and the CIA School of Logistics. So we have brought connectivity with industries, which is very important for university to succeed. Then MOUs, we signed MOUs, including one with you when we visited your place 2014. And then now we want to renew this. We want to expand the activities. We want to do more. So we look forward to signing again another revival of our MOU once again, but then carrying out more activities. So Colorado State University is there, Monash, Purdue, and also University of John Hopkins and many others. So in India, we have signed with government departments like Indian Council of Medical Research, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Defense Research and Development Organization. Now we are negotiating with the Department of Atomic Energy for signing an MOU. So like this, we signed MOUs with government bodies, which no other private university has done so far. So Amity has the highest record of signing MOUs for sports multiplier effect and bringing outcome through this. Then we created verticals because each campus should have some core competence, the verticals. So we created in our group, education group, computational biology, cancer biology, translational research. We have a center for translational research, molecular medicine and stem cell research, genome engineering, neuroscience, public health, click chemistry. John Moses, when he came from Nottingham University, then now he is in the Harvard. No, he is in the Cold Spring Harbor. He is there. John Moses. He started click chemistry here in Amity University. Dr. Mona Lisa Mukherjee and with Dr. Ashok Chauhan working together, we started a separate institute of click chemistry that's doing very well. I'll show some of the achievements. Drug design, atmospheric ocean, and you also have a strong atmospheric science group, environmental science group, Indian systems of medicine. Then we also in data science and AI, we created a center of excellence for artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, robotics, astrobiology. We are the first biological payload from India is going to space through Amity University, Mumbai, where we are putting a callus of a plant, vegetable plant, as well as a bacteria into space before our Gaganyaan will put a human into space. And so these are space science. We are very strong. I'll show you some of the achievements. Now coming to Amity Center for Artificial Intelligence. You can see that is the one which you may please visit. Today, 10 petaflop, the phase one, but we are scaling up to 60 petaflop. We are working for application of AI in health, agriculture, defense. So maritime security, can you identify a boat which carries an antisocial element by its behavior? Because there will be naval ships, merchant ships, small boats, big boats, but the one which carries either narcotics or arms or the antisocial element will have a different behavior. So the pattern recognition, using this, we are doing a project for the defense, for the Navy. I just gave a glimpse of it, but we are working for health. We are looking at how do you diagnose? How do you, if you have a 200 molecules are the potential candidate genes for a vaccine development, how do you downstream to two from that 200 using the data analytics and AI platform? So we are working with the your medical school there in US. So we have a joint program with them. These are the areas in which our AI has worked. I won't go into the details of it. We can discuss it over a period of time. Then this is a project which we are looking at. How do you identify an antisocial element in a crowd or a mob? By looking at the physiological parameters, occluded vision, skeletal configuration, gestures, and also gait of the individual. You can precisely say this is the individual from the images you may get from CCTV and so on. So we have done a big project. We were given award from the defense minister, Sri Rajnath Singh. Then we, DETRA, Defense Threat Reduction Agency from US Department of Defense, has established here a nuclear security facility here to build the capacity building for this nuclear science and technology. They have put all the equipment, $1.2 million they have invested in Amity University through Texas A&M University and also the Oak Ridge National Laboratory. Together, they are just partners in this endeavor, and DETRA, people have come many times. I have visited DETRA just about 6 months ago when I visited US Air Force Research Laboratory in Dayton, Ohio. I visited DETRA to review this project. So some of the innovations, just to give a glimpse, we are doing a very important novel approach for the cancer stem cell, because everyone is attacking cancer treatment through cancer by surgical removal, chemotherapy, radiotherapy. Cancer comes back because you have not removed the cancer stem cell. So our research in Amity is attacking the cancer stem cell, and we have developed a triple conjugate, which is a known anti-tumor agent, curcumin, and also folate. Folate gives the signature of the cancer stem cell, and the curcumin neutralizes, tones down the side effects of the chemotherapeutic agent, and it also sensitizes the cancer stem cell membrane. So this is how it works. We are in the process of, we did the in silico modeling of the drug, developed through synthetic chemistry, the conjugate, which is very complex. We are done in vitro studies. Now we are doing in vivo studies before we get into preclinical toxicity studies. So that's one area. These are, I won't go into the details. We will discuss it over a period. These are some of the hydrogel nanotubes for wound healing, diabetic wound healing. And similarly, we are doing natural L-DOPA from herbal origin and the AI platform. This is what I said, which we did from with the US partners. This came in the media, both in US and India. And this is for the AI application for chest X-rays and MRIs and CT scan. How do you improve the accuracy to detect early the lung inflammation, infection, or cancer? So we have done that. And then these are some of the areas for photovoltaic. How do you improve the efficiency? Phase change materials. We are working on that phase change material. Then simple frugal innovation for water purification using silver nanoparticles. I will just spend half a minute on this. What we did, we took the pebbles, etched them to give greater porosity, impregnated the nano silver particles into those pores, put them in a container, and you just keep dipping it in the water you want to drink. The water gets purified of the microbial contamination. 2 minutes retention time is what you require. So simple frugal innovation for villages, remote areas, and people who are mobile like soldiers or the security personnel. So this is wastewater. From this, how do you generate electricity and purify that? And so these are some areas. I'll just skip this due to paucity. Agriculture, like you, we have a very strong vertical in agriculture. We are focused on how do you enhance productivity per hectare, productivity per capita. So that is the focus. Because I mean, India has achieved in production, we have reached top 5 position, top 3 position. But then we are now focusing on microbial technology like Piriforma spora indica, which is a root endophyte which gives protection against the abiotic stress like low water availability, salinity of the soil, alkalinity of the soil. So we are using that. 6 companies have taken this one technology, including one in Taiwan. The Sinon Corporation has taken the technology. Then post-harvest is another vertical. We work with UC Davis in US. Amity has worked, Dr. Sunil Saran has worked in post-harvest zero energy cooling chamber. AmiCool is a sensor which we developed for optimizing energy consumption and also reversible blocking of ethylene receptors using NCP1. So these are areas on post-harvest. And we are also having Ami Herbal Garden, Amity Institute of Indian Systems of Medicine, and we have put a 15,000 herbal plants in Amity University, Haryana, in Manesar. And yeah, this is one of the vertical which are developing in US as well. We have a very strong space science and technology in Amity, Dubai. We have put a ground station which is getting data from the existing satellite. We are looking at how does the ionospheric, stratospheric changes will affect the data transmission from existing satellite to ground station. How will it affect? So we are studying those patterns in this. And also we are building a CubeSat. We have, yeah. So I will conclude due to paucity of time. These are technologies transferred to the industry. These are industries who have taken our technologies. I'll take only 30 seconds more. And these are the research initiatives in other areas. And these are people, as he said, about 33 people of Amity's and top 2% Stanford survey and possible collaboration. This is the last slide, last but one. Joint research projects. We can do joint projects, joint publications, joint patents, and then mentoring of PhD scholars. We said that we can have an external co-supervisor on the ongoing PhD scholars, which we can begin straight away. PG postgraduate dissertation work, 6 months, they can come and do your work, maybe some fellowship you can organize and facilitate their stay there for a number of years. We have done it with the University of Tulane, where the scholars spent 2 years here and about 3.5 years there, and PhD was given from here. So like this, we can look at many things, incubation connectivity, we can bring because you have a strong incubator, faculty and student exchange, Gurinder mentioned joint degree programs, dual degree programs, campus in campus. So there is ample opportunity, and this is the last slide, to quote our founder president, Dr. Ashok Chauhan, and I can say with pride that my scientists, my researchers move with this confidence that they will do wonders and will add to the growth of the nation. And this will help making India not only a knowledge superpower, but also a general superpower. Thank you. And welcome to Amity once again. And looking forward to work with you. And thank you very much. Enjoy your stay here and have a wonderful, comfortable stay in India. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for this erudite presentation and information about the leading innovations Amity is taking world over. With this, we have come to a very important address, and for this, I would invite our friend, Dr. Steen Van Hurst, to come to the stage and to take over the dais. I think he has to do the introductions. Being part of Amity family now, we hand over the responsibility to you, Steen.
All right, wonderful. Well, it's good to be back. We were here in August. I was traveling with Dr. Travis Maynard, as mentioned previously. And I know it was a big day because you landed on the moon when we were here. And so there was lots of excitement around campus. And I also made a promise that I'm happy to have fulfilled, where I said I would bring the president back for a visit in February. And we've done it. We've made it. This group is comprised of a number of different faculty, of which I'll do some brief bios, because the important part of this is the opportunity for you all to engage. And so my comments will be brief, but a very quick overview of Colorado State University and our location, which I know many of you are well aware of, just 1 hour north of Denver metropolitan area, and well connected globally in terms of access to India. You can be there in one stop. So our fast facts, as was shared, we were established in 1870 as a land-grant institution, and we've since evolved into 8 different colleges. We serve over 30,000 students through a variety of enrollments. We have over 200 different academic degrees, programs, certifications, 15 different on-campus accommodations, those for undergraduate, graduate students, family housing, postdoctoral fellows, etc. We work with a number of different countries around the world to create a global campus. Over 100 different countries are represented in our enrollments. 3,000 unique employers are engaging with our students each year for placements. And we're known around excellence in the areas of student safety, well-being, and belonging. And lastly, as many of you mentioned, our efforts in sustainability. We're one of 10 universities in the world recognized for our efforts in comprehensive sustainability. This is a stole ceremony of which we have many graduates, but of course you would recognize that flag in the foremost part. So our institutional support is teamed directly to everything we do in our Office of International Programs. And so at the institutional level, we're hoping that we can have collaborations shoulder to shoulder through the signing of an MOU, but understanding that our colleges and our departments are also layers of this that will support our students. Meanwhile, our team in the Office of International Programs is holistic in scope. We're working on enrollment, the admissions, the scholarships, immigration supports, programming support, and placement support. And we're really unique as a large institution to be able to have that centralized, where your students can have one point of contact throughout their journey, whether it regards their visa or their education. This is one of our main buildings on campus. This is our living room, our Laurie Student Center. So a place for students to build community. A lot of student support services reside within this building. And much like you've talked about, we're of a mind and the synergies in terms of enrollment opportunities. These are areas we're supporting, and I hope to have conversations across colleges, across departments on how we can support in-person, hybrid, online course articulations, short-term exchanges, understanding the need for your students to have that 8th semester experience and us to create an ecosystem of faculty that are willing to host these students. We also have a number of our programs represented that offer an accelerated master's program, which is a very exciting fast track for your students to be able to acquire both their bachelor's and master's degree in an accelerated way. Twinning programs, the opportunity to offer dual degrees now for you on the NEP side. We're very familiar with that terrain and are happy to articulate and match our curriculums as well. This is our on-campus recreation center. And now I'll very briefly introduce our delegates. And so from the Office of International Programs, there's myself, Kevin Noe, oversees our agreements. Melissa Teixeira, who's been at CSU representing us here since 2017. So extremely grateful to have her presence here in India full time. From our College of Engineering, Dr. Ken Reardon, Dr. Chandra Venkatachalam, Dr. Edwin Chong, Dr. Brian Wilson. Our College of Natural Sciences, Dr. Sanjay Rajapati, Dr. Indrakshi Ray. From our College of Business, Leo Vijay. And now I'd like to welcome Kathleen Fairfax, our Vice Provost for International Affairs, for a few quick words.
Thank you, Steen, and thank you, everyone. You've been wonderful hosts, and we're very excited to be here today with all of you. I know that the Colorado State University connection with Amity University goes back at least 10 years, where we signed that agreement in 2014. But even 2014 meant we were culminating an already existing relationship. As our institution has gone through a few leadership changes, there may have been a little bit of pause to some of the activity, but we are ready to go right now. We are excited to partner further to re-sign a memorandum of understanding so that it's current and active and reflects all that we are interested in doing. And I know that based on your presentation, very informative, and thank you so much for that, all that you're interested in doing too. So we appreciate what you've done for us, and we would welcome any and all of you on our campus. For those especially that have not been there yet, please, when you're thinking of coming to the United States, think of coming to Colorado State so we can repay your hospitality and we can show you what we have to offer as well. So at this time, I would like to invite our president of Colorado State University, Amy Parsons, just to say a few words.
I'll just leave that up. Well, good afternoon. Get me to go forward? Yes. There we go. I don't need that big picture of myself up there while I'm talking. That's okay. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I just want to close by saying thank you so much to our esteemed colleagues here. Your hospitality has just been so warm and wonderful. So thank you for taking all of the time that you did to host our delegation from Colorado State University. I learned a lot about your university before I came, but the presentations this morning were just so remarkable. I've learned so much about what you do here. So thank you for all the thought that you put into your presentations this morning, and congratulations on all of your success, your growth that you've had, your internationalization and your innovation, your excellence in teaching and research in so many different disciplines. So impressive. So we're very excited to be here, and I'm even more motivated after meeting you personally and seeing your presentations to find ways that we can really collaborate with one another. Today is a milestone in our journey together. I know that we've been working together here and there for the last 10 years. I'm so glad to know that you visited us at Colorado State University in the past. So hopefully today is going to be a true milestone that really strengthens our partnership going forward. I think you saw so many different areas that we are able to partner with one another for our students, whether it's remotely for our undergraduate students, our master's degree students. I love your idea about lectures from our esteemed faculty to your students here, and really getting that exchange of ideas going. So I hope that in signing the MOU today, we really find very concrete ways to partner with each other going forward. I'm inspired by so many of the different disciplines. I can see our faculty nodding their heads over here as they're seeing all of these different ways that we can partner. So of course, just signing the MOU, that's a piece of paper, but hopefully that symbolizes a much deeper commitment to one another and a friendship and a collaboration that we can work on going forward, because I can tell that we have a lot of shared values. And I very much appreciate how you talked about giving back to your community here and how you value education and what it can do for an entire community. Those are our values as well. And student success at CSU is our #1 priority. So I hope you know that when your students are with us at CSU, that we will be able to give them, everything that they need to really succeed and to thrive in Colorado, whether that's help with tuition, help with housing, help with immigration, and just help with all of the services that we provide to have a tremendous experience and sense of belonging at CSU. That's our commitment to the students who visit us. So I hope that we can really continue to build on the partnership that we have already started. I agree with what you say about how research and education are the most powerful tools. The challenges that we face as a society, whether it's sustainability, talked about artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, health, all of these different things. True progress can only be made in these areas when we work together across countries, across disciplines, across all types of people. And that's, I think, that the values that we share together and the progress that we can make in partnering with each other. So let's build a very strong relationship together and use today as as really the catalyst to build on a robust program. And I hope that I will get to host you again when you come to visit us at Colorado State University and return the hospitality that you've shown us today. So thank you very much, and really look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, President Parsons. I would request now if we can have a very quick introduction and areas of interest where very distinguished faculty of the Colorado State University is interested, and then from our side, then which are the areas of interest.
Somebody handed a microphone in my hand. I will say two things very quickly. First is College of Engineering has a new deal, and he has made AI in engineering as a signature topic. And so I'd like all of you to pay attention. We're expanding in that area in a big way. So one is planned collaboration, and the second one is things that happen serendipitously. Yesterday I was having dinner with a person, and I would just tell you more details. Last remind them about that, and that's Chintan Vaishnav from Niti Aayog, and he was my student and CSU student. So proudly, and so I was in his graduate committee. So this is an unplanned activity that CSU and Amity are just working together. So it's meant to happen.
Thank you. So I'm Leo Vijayasarathi. I'm the chair of the Computer Information Systems Department in the College of Business. So I'm representing both my department as well as the College of Business. There are plenty of opportunities to collaborate, I think, both in terms of research as well as education. I welcome the opportunity to talk to Dr. Sharma. I think he was one that was mentioned that you are in the School of Management. Again, we are a very applied kind of program, but we do research in many different areas, including cybersecurity, healthcare IT, you name it. I mean, mentioned AI, that's also an area of interest for us. So I welcome the opportunity to collaborate with some of you to see if there are areas in which we can find some common pathways. Thank you for the warm welcome. I'll pass it on.
Again, I have to repeat this, but thank you very much for your warm welcome. My name is Sanjay Rajapadhe. I'm professor in the Computer Science Department. Like Leo, I'm representing our department as well as our college. This is the College of Natural Sciences. And some of the strengths of our department are in artificial intelligence. We have a couple of the pioneers of artificial intelligence. We have strengths in networking, and in our faculty, there are 2 ACM fellows. We're interested in many of the things that have been mentioned over here. For about over 20 years, I have been pushing this joint supervision of PhD students, and we have now established a program where a number of students from France come to Colorado State, and Colorado State sends students to France and now Germany. Many of my colleagues are involved in this joint supervision. I'm going to hand over to Rakshi.
So I'm in Rakshire. I'm a professor in the computer science department. I also happen to be the cybersecurity director. And our cybersecurity program runs, it's a very interdisciplinary computer science, College of Business, College of Engineering, and even social sciences. Everyone is involved in our cybersecurity initiatives. And it's becoming increasingly important. And also, the world has become so complex that we can't understand the system by themselves. So we do system analytics as well as data analytics to understand what kind of breaches they happen and whether we can predict correct values in the event of a breach. So that's what I'm kind of responsible for. And as Professor Rajapadhyay mentioned, we are also the AI powerhouse. We not only actually apply AI, but we are coming up with sustainable AI techniques, which use less power, that can be put on embedded devices and systems. And this we are doing as part of computer science research as well. So with that, I hand over to my Steve.
You already heard from me. I'm in our international enrollment unit, and so helping them realize any sort of collaboration. I'm Kevin Noe, also in international programs. I'll just say, as these wonderful academic partnerships start to come together, I will make sure that the MOUs and agreements reflect those collaborations.
Hello, everyone. I think you'll all know me. So I'm Melissa Tixera, and I'm the regional representative here in India. And I mostly work a lot with students, so I'm with you as well. Thank you.
Good morning. So I'm Ken Reardon. I'm a professor and also the Associate Dean of Research for the College of Engineering. And so in that context, I'll let my colleagues also in engineering talk to you about some more detailed things. But I wanted to tell you the 5 signature research themes for the College of Engineering. And they're broad. I'd be happy to tell you more details among them. The first is what we call data, information, and systems. So everything that you can imagine being part of that, including things like the Internet of Things and data science and artificial intelligence. We have huge strengths in the area of the prediction of climate and weather. And these people also use explainable AI. So I saw that on your list. We have strengths in the area of resilient infrastructure, including, so not only against what you think about as natural events, but that's where our cybersecurity area research fits. We have work going on in environmental sustainability, and also finally in health and human environment interactions. So broad areas, and I'll be delighted to follow up and tell you more about any of them.
Good morning. I'm Brian Wilson. I'm the Executive Director of the Energy Institute at Colorado State University, where I'm also a professor of mechanical engineering. The Energy Institute is comprised of over 200 faculty members working very broadly in energy, a lot on science and technology, but also on policy, on human behavior, and even on culture. We also have what we call our Powerhouse Energy Campus, which is a 100,000 square foot facility. It's the largest dedicated energy facility at a US university. And we have a strong history of partnership between the research we do and the industries that we work with. That's actually reflected in an announcement that came out just a few weeks ago of an award by the National Science Foundation for a $160 million center to establish what's called a research engine. This is a linkage between Colorado and Wyoming to establish a program in use-inspired research in the area of climate and community resiliency. And we look forward to the opportunity to explore linkages around engineering, around entrepreneurship, and around this broader field of how do we not only do research, but get it applied quickly.
Thanks, Brian. Greetings from the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering at Colorado State University. I'm Edwin Chung. I'm the head of our Department of ECE. From the presentation that I heard this morning, I am excited to hear that there are a lot of synergistic connections that our department has with areas of interest that you have, ranging from biomedical engineering to optoelectronics and photonics, to remote sensing for the atmospheric sciences. Professor Chandra here represents that area of research. We have people doing work in embedded systems and Internet of Things, networking, communication systems, high performance computing, and artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data sciences. So all these things are represented, and I look forward to further discussions and collaboration. Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon. Warm welcome to the Amity campus. I am Dr. K.M. Soni. I am working in the area of power quality, control systems, image processing, IoT, and after COVID, I am also taking interest in the educational technologies. I am here Deputy Dean of Engineering Technology domain. This is the engineering technology domain is the largest domain of this university, having 6,000 plus students and 300 faculty members. They are offering the programs in the core branch of engineering, mechanical, electrical, civil, computer science, IT, and also very specialized branch of nuclear science, space science, aeronautical engineering, nuclear science, and offering PhD programs and master's program in the area of artificial intelligence, signal processing, mechatronics, robotics, data science, and other related areas. And also I am the PhD in charge of this university. As a group, we have around 6,000 PhD scholars, but in this university, we have 3,000 PhD scholars of PhD in the areas of all engineering as well as social sciences, humanities, education, law, and other branches. We have very good system of course provision, as Sir has also spoken, and we look forward our collaboration for our mutual benefits. Thank you.
Good afternoon. First of all, welcome Colorado Rams. Good to see you all here. I am Rear Admiral Alok Bhatnagar. I am the Deputy Director General for International Affairs. We work very closely with Dr. Gurinder Singh. As we are all aware, CSU and MIT have got very close relationship for the last 10 years or so. I would like to insist that we should now have a mutually beneficial relationship. And I say that because I am heading the part of internationalization, which is aimed at giving the excellent facilities that we have in Amity, which Dr. Singh had highlighted, give that facilities, make it available for students from other countries, including from your university. I don't get tired of saying this, that India today is undergoing the most unprecedented transformation in the history of the free world. Most unprecedented transformation in the history of the free world. And I can back it up with numbers for the next 1 hour, but I will not do that. I only suffice to say that we are in all parameters of nation building. We are either on the top or somewhere on the top. Economy, infrastructure, healthcare, you name it, everything. We are at the top or somewhere there. And that is creating an ecosystem here that is encouraging industry to move from China and other parts of the world to India. That creates an ecosystem for jobs. And therefore, we will be doing a great disservice to your students if we don't encourage them to come to Amity to spend some time. You have a huge endowment fund, I think 100,000 million or something like that. 1,000 million or 600 million endowment fund. Please use it. Encourage your students, fund them to come here. They can spend some time on Amity and be part of the winning team that is India today. Thank you.
Admiral Alok Bhatnagar was in the Washington, D.C., our Indian embassy there for more than 3 years. 4 years. 4 years he was the technical advisor.
Thank you. Thank you, Admiral Bhatnagar. And good afternoon, everybody. My name is Varun, and I'm representing Amity University online here. I'm also representing Amity Future Academy and a study abroad division powered by Amity University called Global Grads. And I'm here to take the advantage of those 10 years of relationship that Colorado State University and Amity has. Having said that, in specific, Global Grads is a study abroad pathway model company where we teach, for some duration, the student studies here. And of course, he goes to US and studies for 12 months because that is not negotiable, right? Because he has to study at least for 12 months full-time residentially in order to get the optional practical training. And therefore, I could see in your College of Business, you have an Impact STEM MBA. The duration of that Impact STEM MBA is 16 months, right? And if we can do something like 4 months in India and 12 months there, because your 365 days are not negotiable. We cannot do a 6 plus 10. And if a student, and it's a STEM MBA, the students will get a 3 years OPT. So I think that's workable, and I think we can connect over it. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Professor Meghna. I'm professor in the area of strategy and innovation. Welcome to Amity. To start with, we offer program in management. Currently, I represent Amity International Business School, and we offer programs of undergrad, postgrad, and PhD program. On programs, my colleague Dr. Khattar will talk about, but there are few points which I want to mention here. President Dr. Parsi, you'll be very happy. Like CSU, we are also sensitive for environment, and for that we have a center of excellence wherein we offer programs in climate change and green technology management. And when we say sustainability, it is our thought, spirit, and action. Since it is in action, so we also offer these courses to our management students. So we offer BBA and MBA program in sustainability to make them aware of, to do the audit, not only environment, ESG framework, not only in environment, also in social and governance. So these students will be able to do the environment audit once they are done with this program. In addition to Professor Vitsati will be very happy to know that we have BBA and MBA program in artificial intelligence. We have BBA and MBA program in business intelligence, data analytics. And when we talk about artificial intelligence or data analytics today, there are many institutes who are offering it. But the point which is worth mentioning is that under the guidance of Group Vice Chancellor, sir, we launched these programs 7 years back. So our 4 batches are already out in industry. They have seen the industry. So that is the kind of expertise that we bring in onto the table. In addition to this, we also have 3 continent program, wherein which is a very unique program. They cover their entire BBA and MBA program while being here in India. Then part of the program they do in UK and then to US. So we'll be very happy to share the details with you. Also, as far as our research initiatives are concerned, we are doing on 13th and 14th May, we are doing a conference there in US, which is supported by IEEE, supported by Springer, supported by Wiley and Taylor and Francis. I am confident, and I'm sure you also have IEEE chapter, and we'll be very happy if you permit. We'll be very happy to have you as our technical sponsor there in the conference to take the initiative forward. For rest of the programs, my colleague will share the details, and we are looking forward for a very, very fruitful discussion and the outcome of this relationship. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Begna, and once again, a hearty welcome to India and Amity University. I'm Dr. Khattar, and I also represent Amity International Business School. I would reiterate what Sir said, that we are the best in Asia as far as the international business degrees are concerned. So she just mentioned about the 3 continent and the other innovative programs. Of course, our classical program is PG and UG in international business. We also have the pathway program, which we call it MBA International and BBA International, where our student does a part with us and part with our partner universities. As far as the collaboration is concerned, I think this is very exciting. We would love to do, in masters, the dual degree, the joint degrees, and training program, like you said, exchange of 1 semester across. Also, I think so, the faculty exchange, I think someone mentioned, not necessarily for the entire semester, maybe 1 or 2 modules, which could be as short as 2 weeks to 4 weeks and all. Actually, that would encourage the bonding, which we are looking for. Of course, the other programs like student exchange and, visiting each of the universities, maybe on a cultural level also. So I think so, as far as the collaboration is concerned, it is endless. I'm actually looking forward to such collaboration. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Neeraj Sharma. I come with a background of Government of India. I was Secretary to the Technology Development Board, Government of India. And I also have a little connect with the Harvard University because I was taught in the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, which has connect with the Harvard University as a parent organization. So I've studied many cases from Harvard. I also had the chance to visit Kennedy School of Government and had some brief courses over there. Having said that, here in MIT, I'm a part of MIT Foundation for Science, Technology, Innovation Alliances, which we are doing it presently at this moment, helping Dr. Singh over here out. And this particular alliance division is also working towards strengthening the R&D ecosystem within the university, not only here, but all across the campuses, as you have been told that there are many campuses across India and abroad. Just to give you a few examples, There are a few fellowships that we are working on. One of the important fellowship is known as the SERB, which is Science and Engineering Research Board International Research Experience Fellowship, in which from our university, 4 fellows have traveled abroad. I think quite a few of them are still abroad. 4 of them have traveled, to the US. One fellow is sitting over here, Dr. Manoj Rola. He visited Yale University under that fellowship program. 3 other, I think my colleague Isha will give you some details about them. So this is one fellowship program which is very unique and interesting. It's all supported by the Government of India, the Department of Science and Technology, where I think you can offer the place of work and exchange the research-based experience and so on to our scientists, our faculty members over here. As far as the subjects are concerned, I think I've analyzed and I think you have spoken here. Policy is one area where I think some of you are working the policy domain. I also have an interest in, because I worked in the science policy earlier, public health, data science, probably infectious diseases, microbiome, energy. I think these are some areas where I think your university and our, colleagues here, faculty members here can collaborate on the research work. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm A.K. Singh. We work together in FSTIA, where we are the facilitators taking that ahead. I heard about the research areas of your university. And what I find that we can have a lot of common interest research areas where the 2 universities can work. And one point which is cropping up again and again is joint PhD supervision. I think this cannot go standalone. For that, we have to forge our, research collaboration. Then it would be intended outcome, not unintended. Then it would be intended outcome. So for that, if we have to make it realize, we have to have a research collaboration, then it will automatically come. And for the research collaboration, as my colleagues have said, it is the right time that we get into the bus, because otherwise the way the Indian, we are speeding up, we, may be a bit difficult. And, the research areas, when we talk of AI and big data analytics, this part of the continent could be an area where you would like to capture the human factor aspects for the AI, or the region specific research that can be, discussed. I think Dr. Gurinder Singh has already planned, 1:1 discussion in this specific area. I think there you can have such discussions. I think it's wonderful to have you here. And I think we have to go beyond the student exchange. That's most important aspect. But I think we have to make it more important by going beyond and having research collaborations. Thank you.
Dr. A.K. Singh, he was DG, Director General in the Defense Research and Development Organization, looking after the health and efficiency of soldiers who have to operate in high altitude, cold, desert, underwater, aerospace. And he is the Senior Vice President here for the Amity Foundation for Science, Technology, Innovation Alliance. Both of them had S&T War Room. Why don't you mention about Science, Technology War Room?
Actually, okay. Our founder president has created a war room, S&T War Room, where it's a cohort of about 25 people, scientific officers, and we just assist them, guide them, and for any work which needs to be done to enhance or strengthen the ecosystem or facilitate the research ecosystem or alliances, they are available 24/7 and they work on the mission mode. Means they will not stop unless and until the mission is accomplished. And I think another unique facility which Colorado University has is the high containment facility. I think we should also keep it in mind if we can utilize their facility in research collaboration. Thank you.
Because the country is launching a major initiative on biothreat mitigation. So naturally, after the COVID.
You have ESL 4 or still the high containment? Yeah, not 4.
3+. Okay, Isha is one of that S&T War Room.
Thank you so much, everyone. And I take the opportunity to welcome you to India, especially to Amity University.
As both Dr. Sharma and Dr. Singh mentioned, that we work for the facilitation of research endeavors, science and technology research endeavors to our Amity scientists. We not only help them, but as our department name indicates that we develop the alliances with inward scientists, as well as we connect them with the scientists from the external worlds through various opportunities, be it the joint research opportunities or the fellowship opportunities. We work for the facilitation to our scientists through the bilateral grants, and we work for the facilitation of our scientists through the fellowship opportunities, where we welcome and host the external scientists to pursue their fellowship in Amity University, as well as we help our scientists to go to the external world, to the other organizations to perform them. So mentioned about the Serve-Sire Fellowship opportunity, where we have 4 of our fellows who are working, who have pursued their fellowship at 4 different universities. We have Dr. Manish Kumar, who has completed his fellowship at St. Diego University for 6 months. Dr. Manali Datta, she has completed her fellowship at University of Illinois. We have Dr. Manish Rolla, who has completed his fellowship at Yale University for 6 months. And presently, Dr. Khajri Datta is having and pursuing her fellowship at MIT right now, and she'll be back by the May of this year. So they are having a wonderful experience there, and they are bringing the knowledge back to the system, and they are replicating what they have learned there. So we look forward for more such opportunity, and we request that you also host our scientists to take up such opportunities as and when the call comes around the year. And
Isha, just 2 more, just 30 seconds. One are the Fulbright scholars, Malika Chetty.
Yes, sir. Dr. Malika Chatterjee, she is a neuroscientist, and she has been awarded as a Fulbright Fellowship. And right now she's at Brown University. She's performing very well and developing good collaboration as a scientist.
And also another 10 seconds on Vaibhav.
The Vaibhav Fellowship is meant for the senior Indian diaspora members, in which we welcome the Indian diaspora members to accept the grant. And this is entirely funded by DST. And we host them for 3 subsequent years. In this fellowship, the Indian diaspora member, if awarded, they have to come to Amity for 1 to 2 months a year and share their knowledge and experience, so that the scientists working at the host institution, they will get some knowledge, and they will get empowered by the knowledge which the Indian diaspora members share with.
I'll just add one thing. You know, these fellowships, they can add on the, add on the missions for which, the things are being discussed, because they're funded by the government. By, partnering, our faculty will go work with you, come back, so that we can further enhance our research collaborations and relationships. Okay, I'll just add one sentence. We do also host CERB fellows, and we have a history, and we'll be very happy to include Amity in the future.
Definitely, sir. We'll connect the relevant scientists with you, so that they'll get opportunity to work with you. Moreover,
yes.
Very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to Amity University. I am Professor Shankar Sahai, and I represent Amity School of Fine Arts. Just had a look at the details of your website, and like you, we also offer Bachelor of Fine Arts and Master of Fine Arts, undergraduate, postgraduate programs. Along with that, we also offer PhD program. Our students, they are trained into different areas like applied arts, animation, painting, visual communication. So those will be the common areas of interest. I think it has been said by all the my colleagues. We are having study abroad program. We are also having 3-continent program. Apart from that, every year, August, September,
we organize international conference where we invite the speakers and scholars from all over the world. So these are the common areas of interest. It would be a pleasure to discuss them with you. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Manoj Raula. I'm working as an associate professor in Department of Chemistry. Actually, I'm representing Amity Institute of Applied Sciences. This is a big institute having almost plus 80 plus faculty members who are working closely related to the energy field. I'm really excited after listening director of the Institute of Colorado State. And when I visited, I was already, I went to Professor Jim Mayer's lab in Yale University, Department of Chemistry, Yale University. It was a fascinating experience because Jim Mayer is a world-renowned scientist in the field of proton coupled electron transfer. And his lab has a very strong collaboration with the faculty members of Colorado State University, something like Professor Justin, I think, Sambud, you have in chemistry, and other faculty fellows as well. So I'll be, not only me, my colleagues and everyone will be very, very excited if we can get any chance to collaborate with Colorado State University, work very closely on energy related problems like we are working on carbon dioxide sequestrations, hydrogen generation, hydrogen storage and deliberations, fuel cell, like our director of our institute, Professor Sunita Ratan, is not here, but she is also working in the fuel cell for fuel cell membranes. So all these areas, our department particularly, or as a whole AIS is working very closely. We'll be very, very happy to be part or to be with you and working together. Thank you.
We have started a sodium-ion battery center.
Sorry?
Sodium.
Yeah.
So this center, sodium-ion battery center, we have started.
Yeah, we are starting with the battery center as well. And with also we are in a close talk with Professor Anita Gupta, that is actually collaborating of Secretary of DST to fund a Center for Excellence for Hydrogen Generation and other things. So we are also in talk with that. Let's see how it goes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm also very cautious of the time. So what we are going to do is that maybe that Professor Steve, if you can send us the summary of all the points. I have noted down the points from our side and from your side, but I think it would be great if we can get a summary of the points where you are interested in. I would also take the points from our all colleagues who are present here. We'll prepare a summary of the points. We'll send you an email, but if an email can come from your side also. We have noted down all the points where the inputs are needed from your side and from our side. And then let's also define some timelines for all the things to happen on the ground. So, if you agree, maybe that we can create a strategic group, maybe 4 or 5 people if you can keep in that group. From our side, Dr. Sunamurthy will keep 5 people from our group, and let's have fortnightly calls. Right. So I'm sure that let's keep 7 days time as to get the inputs from both the sides, and then organize a fortnightly call to see that actually we are able to plan and take the action on the points which we have been discussed. But once again, thank you so very much for coming. We will be very happy to sign an MOU and take the discussions forward. Over to you for the concluding remark.
No, I very much appreciate you laying down the next steps. And I think that we're all anxious to do the same, to bring this to ground on all of the different points that we can collaborate on. So yes, we will do that and look forward to the collaboration. So thank you. Also very excited to sign the MOU. I was excited before we came to Amity University. Now I'm very, very excited learning everything before this. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I would request President Amy Parsons and Group Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Gurinder Singh with other esteemed dignitaries from both our universities to join us on the signing of the MOU. I would request student volunteers to please present the document. We are now going further with the felicitations. I would request Team ID and student volunteers to please step forward.
All right, Kathleen, please come to the center. Kathleen, there we go. Chandra Venkatachalam. Dr. Leo. Sanjay. Indrakshi. We got. Kevin? Melissa? Come on.
Nice. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, sir.
Good to see you. Very hardworking.
Dr. Reardon? Dr. Wilson? Dr. Chong?
As we say, we keep the best for the last. I have our friend Steve, would request you to step forward and join us. Thank you everyone for joining. I think it's now time for lunch. We would request all dignitaries from Colorado State to join us for lunch, and we will have discussions over the table. Yes. And before we go, might I suggest an idea for a group photograph? Later part of your visit, we will have a campus tour. We'll take you to some exclusive facilities that we have on the campus that you must see. So yes, and we'll be accompanying you in the golf carts.